he's alienated himself from the staff by not paying them.
We're not that far behind.
When I find out that he has...
Not paying your employees. And he's wondering why the employees hate him? What's up guys, it's your boy Alan again, back with another video. And today, we're gonna watch another episode of Bar Rescue. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's go check this out.
There it is, the hammer.
World-renowned
What? You know, for a bar named The Hammer, they really have a poorly constructed sign.
27,000 cars a day go down this road. But look at that sign, it only faces one way. They're turning...
Not only that, the tree is also blocking the sign. So you have to drive right past it at the right moment to be able to see it.
So that's Chris right there. That's Mitch, he's Chris's partner. Two professionally trained chefs. There's Jim, he also is a professionally trained chef. And there's nothing promoting food anywhere.
Why? You know, there's one thing to have a kitchen and not promote the food, but you have 3 employees who are classically trained in culinary school. Why aren't they pushing the food? I know it's a bar, but there are plenty of bars, especially dive bars, that have really good food.
They know Las Vegas, they know the competitive bars. Perfect. And they'll give us a good local perspective on what's going on in there.
Mike and Tom enter the Hammer.
That's the entrance? It looks like an emergency exit.
Square foot space with 8 beers on tap, a pool table, and a large unused side room. Behind the bar is a massive walk-in cooler that houses the kegs and shares a wall with the beer taps.
That's actually a very good design for a draft system because the kegs are so close to the actual draft system from the bar side. That means you don't have to worry so much about the lines being warm because of the lack of insulation. Of course, that's assuming that the keg room is at its proper temperatures.
Chris wrote me an emotional letter expressing the problems with the bar. But look at him. He's sitting on his ass. Mitch is over here washing dishes. He's sitting outside drinking and smoking.
He should be ashamed of himself.
Man, he's not even doing anything. I know that smoking might be legal in certain bars indoors, but it doesn't look professional. And on top of that, he's drinking in public. He doesn't even look like a manager at all. He looks like another customer.
That's the wrong way to do a Guinness. That glass should be on a 45-degree angle.
I gotta wait for it to cascade. It's bitter because he gave it to me too early.
I know, why would you even bother getting a nitrogen gas system if you're not going to take advantage of it?
What's happening is she did it that way. It removes some of the carbonation from the beer, and it's not as good.
I'll tell you what, my beer is just warm.
You know, in beer...
How is that possible? The keg room is right next to the draft system. They literally share a wall. Like, that means that the keg room must not be kept at the proper temperature. It must be too warm.
And what you're pouring is a flat, warm beer.
I'm gonna try the nachos.
We have no oven, so we have no nachos.
What? Then why is it advertised there? Like, why would you put something on a menu that you can't make? Like, it's one thing to run out of certain ingredients, but she just mentioned that she's lacking key equipment to even make it. So that means multiple items can't be made if you're missing an oven.
What do you guys have?
We have the fryer and we have the flat top.
These guys are chefs and all they have is the fryer and the flat top.
You have 3 trained chefs, and you only have the same equipment as a fast food restaurant. Like, seriously. I'm wondering if these 3 people just gave up on their culinary backgrounds. Like, they got burnt out or something.
Look at this, he's frying catfish and fries in the same fryer. I'm guessing they have only one fryer.
I don't care if these guys...
And now they only have 1 fryer. As one item is cooking down, the oil temperature is gonna drop. That means that the next item being cooked while the oil is cooled down, it's not gonna be crispy, it's gonna be super soggy.
They designed their menu around the equipment they have.
Fries, they taste like fish.
It tasted a little fishy.
Oh, yeah, because of the friggin' catfish. It shares the same oil. So yeah, that's another disadvantage of not having multiple fryers. On top of the oil temperatures going up and down like crazy, and you might risk cooking food at a colder temperature. Now you're using the fryer so much that the oil gets infused with flavors of certain food items and then imbuing them on other food items.
Absolutely not.
So I'm gonna get him off his ass one way or the other.
Good luck, John.
I gotta figure out what the hell is going on in here.
Why is it locked? Those guests just went in earlier. Wow. Like, John's a pretty big guy, and for the door to get stuck like that randomly...
I think Mitch is an extremely hard worker when he's here, and I think that...
You know that's not what you wrote to me. This is a letter that I received from you. Called me and Mitch. Read the first one.
Well, first one is him pulling his weight in the kitchen.
My last 2.
This guy was literally in the kitchen and you were outside smoking and drinking and you're saying he's the lazy one? Like the guy was washing dishes.
I'm the one that's coming up with specials every day.
So what were the specials tonight?
We have a Louisiana thing going on.
Who created those specials?
I would say Jim.
Jim did that this week.
So then you lied to me.
This
Just want to get.
What is he? He's trying to make himself look like a victim or something? He knows that John's gonna show up. So when they do these bar rescues, the bar owners know that John Taffer will show up anytime. So he didn't even make an attempt to make himself look good.
I've given him menus. I've given him plenty of menus within the last year.
You've not given me any menus.
We can go to the office and print them up right now.
You can go print them up all you like.
Read that one for me.
Second one says, turn the staff against me a little bit.
Is that fair?
He's alienated himself from the staff.
How?
I know, that's exactly what's going on. Like, nobody is throwing him on the rug. He himself is trying to throw everyone else under the rug.
He's alienated himself from the staff.
How?
By not paying them.
We're not that far behind.
When I find out that he has...
Not paying your employees. The only obligation that the employer has for the employees is to pay them. And he's wondering why the employees hate him?
has not paid them,
Paid him out of your own pocket?
I have.
You have got to be kidding me. He pays the employee with his own money?
Not that I know of.
It seems lately Chris lies about just about everything. It's really frustrating.
Talk to me. Tell me.
Why is he still here? That's kind of strange that he's the one that called John for the rescue.
Not done at all. We don't even have a balanced checkbook.
Chris, you're running out of time. You lost your house?
I've already lost my house.
What are we doing?
He lost his house over this drama? Man, this is insane that he's like working with this toxic person who's just dragging everyone down.
So I've asked Nick to come in, take a look around the kitchen.
Are you guys aware of how filthy this kitchen is? Just going like this, I couldn't believe.
Oh my god, why is there so much crap on the hood? Like, that's a health hazard right there. They're all classically trained. Like, how do they let this happen to their own kitchen?
This falls on your food every time you guys are cooking.
Look at that thing.
I mean, there's mushrooms, there's shrimp in there. Or some.
Dude, looking back at those French fries, like, I'm not surprised that those fries taste fishy because they probably haven't changed the oil in a very long time.
Not being covered right.
What about the bacon over there? It's too close to the floor. Code is 6 inches from the floor. It's unwrapped.
How are they letting this stuff happen? These are basic health code violations. Like, you don't need to be a chef to know that you can't do these kind of things. Like, the fact that they left bacon on the floor like that, it's like someone just put it down there while in the middle of something and forgot to put it back.
You guys are chefs, and I'm dealing with the same low level that I deal with a cook who's worked in a kitchen for 2 months. Guess what you're doing?
Exactly. Walking into this walk-in, it doesn't even look like these are chefs. It looks like it's been run by someone with no kitchen experience.
Unbelievable. Wow, what a difference. Awesome, Chris. Mitch, good job.
Thank you very much, sir.
This is a kitchen now.
See, this just goes to show that it really doesn't take that much to keep a kitchen clean. Even when you look at something that's poorly maintained like that, it can be completely transformed in only a few hours. This is how it should look like at the end of every night.
Started out like right up here, and it's just fallen down. And a lot of the stuff that comes out of his mouth, it's crap. You know, he says, I'm gonna do this, and it doesn't happen.
Who say Chris?
Yes.
This is what Chris says about Mitch.
Okay.
He's turning the staff against me. Is that true?
We're grown adults, we have our own mind.
Against yourself.
Jeez, he's just making himself look like the victim. Now his own employees are calling him out on it. Like, what kind of leadership is this?
You know, it's like coming on a Friday when it's a payday, and the first phone call I get from my husband is, did you get paid? I love you, but I hate you at the same time because of this.
Who hasn't been paid in a while?
Well, everyone hasn't been paid. It's insane that he's lucky that they're not planning to sue him.
You're drinking beers, puffing a cloud of smoke around you on her money. Have you guys gotten your W-2s?
No.
The payroll company that we were with,
How is this place even up and running? You have to get this paperwork done right off the start. And you have people working here for 3 years?
You owe them some money, and they won't release the W-2s until I pay them their money.
How much do you owe them?
$1,000.
Has he drank 1,000? How much do you owe them?
$1,000.
Has he drank 1,000? How much do you owe them?
$1,000.
Has he drank 1,000?
That's not a lot of money.
So I'm gonna fill this up. I can see already, look at that. When beer is warm, it foams, and then we get about a 50 or 60% yield out of a keg.
Dude, it's crazy that a draft system that's right next to the keg room can't hold temperatures. Like, I can bet that the refrigeration unit is broken or something.
Back there, we gotta fix that, guys. We got a serious problem. So, Becky, I want you to come back here and pour me a Guinness. Now, that is exactly how you do not pour.
Right. None of these bartenders are trained. I mean, we're just talking about beer.
Guinness.
You know, there are 6 steps to pouring a perfect pint.
Look at this, he's like cringing so hard.
Do not want to have your nozzle in the beer. Bam! The stress got to them. They kept forgetting things.
This shows the importance about the temperature of the walk-in for the beer room. These are just beer orders and they're falling behind because they have to dispose of the foam. So yeah, it's not just for, you know, profit margins or, you know, flavor, but it's also slowing down the service a lot.
Are you kidding me? No. Sorry. Bring it back. We don't serve it until it's ready.
What? Are you kidding me? That doesn't even look like a beer. I can't believe they were gonna serve that to customer.
Place. They can't even serve beer.
Did you just bring them more beers? Yeah, one. You did?
Oh, you did?
I got. Everybody over there has their beer.
Are you
So you
sure?
bought more Kilkennys over there?
I need two Guinnesses over there. I'm sorry.
Wow, this guy like just keeps lying even when they're right in
Chris was completely in the way tonight. I would have 3 beers lined up that needed to cascade, so I'd turn around, he would just take them. He was doing more harm than he was doing good.
He just took a whole bunch of them over to the corner over here. Do you see in the corner?
Careful, because you're mixing up what I have settled.
They're all Kilkenny.
I know that, but they're not settled yet.
I mean, I understand his background is in food, but they just went over this. Like, those beers are not ready. And you can't be mixing orders around, even if they're the same thing. Because the time that people order them are different. You don't want somebody ordering one beer and the next person ordering it 5 minutes later, and there's the same beer. The person ordering the beer like 5 minutes later should get it after the person who ordered first.
For beers going, we have a Guinness, a Smithwick's, and a Kinkelly.
Chris, look at this. You don't even know the names of the frickin' beers. You're not even pronouncing them correctly. With that.
Like, what is he doing out here? He's just getting in the way, slowing everything down, causing lots of confusion.
Without a commitment to quality, you're not going to succeed. What is the name of that beer? Read it.
Kinkelly.
You've got to be kidding me. Even when he took a look at the handle, he still pronounced it wrong.
Kilkenny.
Kilkenny.
Say it 10 times.
Kilkenny.
Jim, are you aware you got 7 orders of fish and chips that we need to get out?
What I hear. I'm gonna send Mitch back here with you. Jim got buried fast.
That kitchen is way too big to be run by only one person. One of those guys should be in the back of the house, like helping him out.
Nothing worse in a bar than warm beer. Foam everywhere.
I need to figure out what the hell is going on here.
Starving.
Damn. 3 beers featured and 3 food items, and nothing is arriving on time. Like, it's just beer. Beer should be the fastest, moving item, and people waiting forever for their beer. Like, beer!
The same frickin' ticket is here. It's now been here for you. Ready? 36 minutes ticket times.
And the friggin' ticket times are written with the marker, so you can clearly see it. 30 minutes for fried food. They're only making 3 food items.
I just can't believe what I saw in that kitchen when you think that we're surrounded by professional chefs, Nick.
We've got 36-minute ticket times. I'm appalled. I'm disgusted.
The kitchen was a disaster.
I know you have 3 trained chefs who can't even cook 3 items.
So I just figured this out. You know why our beer's tracking at 44 degrees? Every 5 to 10 seconds, they open those frickin' doors, grab. The coolers never come down to temperature, and the whole cooler is warm, so all of our beer is warm.
Nick, I want you to put a thermometer in that chicken.
What temperature should this chicken be at?
41 or below.
Are you guys aware that this is at 44 degrees?
I was not aware of that.
Wow, I didn't even know that they were storing chicken there. When beer gets warm, it just goes bad. It usually won't result in, food poisoning. Like, they're putting chicken in here, and, they've seen the foam, so they have to know that this room was not kept to temperature. They decided to put food in here? Chicken? Raw chicken?
Ribeye.
John, this is at 45 degrees.
Chef.
You have got to be kidding me. This is unacceptable. So they're not only serving warm, foamy beer, they're also exposing people to the risk of food poisoning. And they're chefs. Like, how could they not know that have any basic food storage, like precautions?
As a professional, I'm ashamed of both of you. Throw this away.
$45 my ass, dude. Hey, Mitch.
Really? He thinks they're lying? They just showed them the digital thermometer.
I want to put all this.
Just dump it.
I'm not going to throw all this meat away, so I might as well take the $200 bills and throw them in the trash can. Let's just put it back into the region.
Chris definitely tried to hold on to the chicken. He tried to salvage some money. He's more interested in a couple dollars than getting somebody sick.
Yeah, you risk getting a lawsuit. Come on, the camera was on you. Did he think he was gonna get away with this?
Then here's the kicker that really got me. The chicken in that walk-in is 44 degrees. What did he say in the kitchen? He told you to put it in the reach and in the back, because he'll sell it anyway, won't he? What?
Wow, that's completely unethical at this point. To make a few dollars, you're gonna risk poisoning the people who are gonna pay for your bills. Honestly, like, I can't believe this guy went to culinary school. Like, I just can't.
I heard you say it!
I did say it, then I changed my mind. I said, dump it, it's done.
Then you changed your mind because you said what? If he wasn't there having integrity, Jimmy, he would have put that in the reach in and you would have served it tomorrow because you didn't know better.
Well.
How dare you?
Dude, I can't believe this is happening. And you can see in his face that he knew that what he was gonna do was immoral, unethical. But at the same time, is he feeling bad because he's feeling guilty or that he just got caught?
When we spoke last night, I was furious at you. What did you do about it? Anything?
Well, yeah, it was a rough night for me last night, and I went home and I took that long look in the mirror. This morning, I got up and sold something that was very dear and near to me. A car that my father had given to me over 20 years ago. And I wanted to make sure that everybody got their back pay right now. Becky, thank you very much. Thank you for sticking with me. I very appreciate that very much.
Man, that's such a huge sacrifice. I mean, maybe this guy will change.
A certified check that I had sent to the W-2 company, and so when you get your next check, it will be an actual physical check with my signature on it.
Wow, like, I've never seen anyone, like, change overnight like that.
So what I want to do is I want to show you how certain beers go with certain foods. Fried food goes great with beer because we have, with this fried chicken, all 4 of the things that transfer flavors through our human body.
In the past, I had thought about pairing food with wine. I guess that's more the traditional way of doing it. The concept of doing it with a beer is very interesting to me because I think that there's a lot more things to do with it.
Yeah, it's also, you know, people do it on their own. Like, naturally, beer is more approachable. Especially now you got these Cicerone certifications. Beer pairing is now, like, being taken seriously. And the crazy thing about beer pairings is that a lot of people, you know, who aren't even beer nerds, like, just figure this stuff out through experimentation.
Well, 4 days of hard work, and it all comes down to this, right, guys? Yeah. Ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Yes. Oh Wait! We have a sign, dude! We have a sign!
They kept, I love it when they keep the name, because it's like, it shows that it's possible to rebrand yourself. But obviously the sign is just way, way, way better.
I had 2 objectives out here. Get you noticed and communicate what you are. So the mural gets you noticed. It pulls your eye when you're driving by. I put all the...
Yeah, that mural, like I said earlier, it looks like an emergency exit. Now it actually looks like an entrance to a bar.
And he got those signs done for me last night. There's another sign around the corner, so you see it both ways.
Yes, because, you know, that tree, if you look at the wrong time, it'll block you and you won't even see the sign. Having another sign that's closer to the side of the road makes it less likely chance that people will miss the sign.
18 seats in this room before. Now you got 32. Every seat is worth $10,000 a year. That's $140,000 of additional revenue.
Wow.
Yeah, I like how they put more tables in to emphasize, you know, the food aspect of the bar. I mean, there's 3 people here who have a strong culinary background.
I got more to show you. Let's go in the other room.
Look at that!
This now becomes our pool, pong, and darts room.
Wait, you're saying that?
If you work it, put it...
This room was previously unused, so they moved the pool tables and the dartboards here. So by putting this room into use, they've added like tons more seats.
The other thing I wanted to do is I set up the walk-in really well. This cooler was a diamond in the rough because it shares a wall with your back bar. So we were able to triple the amount of beer taps you have.
Unbelievable. Whoa. Like I pointed out that that's a really good design for a keg room because you don't have to worry about the distance that the beer has to travel to arrive to the bar. Anyone could buy a bottle of beer. Having such a large selection, draft beers, like there's not a lot of places that have it. And the fact that they got rid of the problem of opening and closing the cooler doors, now this keg room can be kept at a cooler temperature for a longer time.
This is now a real beer cooler. I got consolidated mechanical in here to make sure that we have more air.
Wow, that organization is like amazing. I worked with some pretty bad keg rooms where all the kegs are stacked on top, but this one, there's just so much space. And it's organized in a way that's easy to change them too.
Watch this, guys. 35 degrees.
Very nice.
We also got your beer cooler over there. Cold bottled beer out here in front. Next, you notice we have flat.
Yeah, now that makes more sense too. They didn't have to get rid of the bottled beer, they just had to relocate it. And now they ended up tripling the amount of draft beers that they have.
So we put together a little frequency program called Tap Tour Pass. Once you drink your way around the world, put their name on a mug. And it makes exploring these beers a lot more fun.
Yeah, there's so many beers in the world, and you know, a lot of people stick with the same beer, and this is a great way to educate the guests and having them come back.
Now we got some beer out, and now we're starting to get some empty stacks, so let's be on top of that.
Chris did leaps and bounds better than the other night. He wasn't getting in the way.
Compare this beer particularly.
Wow, this is like most people, one of the biggest changes I've ever seen on a bar rescue for one person. Like, he completely flipped a 180.
I think when you have the two together, it really makes a great combination.
You know, sometimes you can tell by body language, Chris is walking taller. Hey, he's prouder. You can see it. Guys, I think we got a home run.
Are we ready?
Yeah, like I said, like he looks like a completely different person. Hey, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to check out these other videos as well. And please leave in a comment section on what videos I should react to next. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.